Howdy, guys. I know it's worth my while that you keep seeing my very humble living space here right now, or not, dear guys. Just the one room, medium-sized room, but that's the full extent of my living accommodations right now, guys. I'm just existing in a room for as long as I have to, until I can find a way to get better for myself. And this room is quite warm now, guys, because it's a warm day, and it's causing everything to act up. So I'm opening my computer now, both my computer and my camera. This is the fourth video in my series here this evening now, guys. If I have this camera going too long, it'll heat up and I'll just go all screwy on me, so I'll have to make this one that. It's going to take a while for this all upload, not getting straight up anyway. So now, number 4 here today in my series of videos that I'm entitling God Beyond Religion. Beyond religion, outside of religion, above and beyond religion, however you want to phrase it there, guys. It is still Thursday, June the 20th, at, I should have checked that before okay, pushing 7:30 in the evening, 2024. So, continuing on with what I was saying there a moment ago now, as I had to rush up my last one. So, again, because I come out of a a Christian background. I mean, anybody coming out of a Christian background, guys, where the religion is so steeped in this mythology of this individual, and to the point that we have made him a pseudo god, another god, in flesh. You can't walk away from that and being conditioned that way, and especially in my case, where it was the whole of my childhood and young adult years, and expect to walk away from religion and then root that out of your life as well completely. I don't think it's like, I'm sure a lot of Christians have done it, like former Christians have done it, but for myself personally, I can't do it. And again, it's like with continuing to believe in God, I don't see the need for it. Like part of my spiritual journey there is I'm trying to rediscover who this individual was, guys, apart from what this religion claims about him. And the thing is, guys, and why I find it very exceedingly frustrating in talking to dogmatically religious individuals of all sorts, not just from the Christian perspective, but all religions, when you get heavily steeped into the beliefs of your religion and become completely sold over to the beliefs of your religion. People outside of that religion who don't have that belief system can't really talk to religiously dogmatic, fundamentalist religious type people of any sort, really, because those individuals find it they're incapable. They find it impossible of looking beyond that structure, that framework, that religious conditioning, that religious framework that they are building their lives around, sort of thing, And so anything outside of that religious framework throws them off completely. And so you bring something to their attention that goes beyond their religious conditioning, their religious brainwash. I call it brainwashing because that's basically what it is. It's a form of brainwashing. They don't know how to deal with it. They don't know how to respond to it. So it's just they'll just refer back to their conditioning. Well, my holy book says such and such about such and such, and this is what I believe, this is what I was taught to believe, and so on, blah, 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 blah. And that's as far as they go with it, guys, So the religion of Christianity is most certainly no different from any other one in that respect. And so I have found it, and I'm sure I'm not the only one in that respect, this respect either, as well, exceedingly, painfully difficult to speak to dogmatically religious people about broad-based spiritual concepts, guys, because they always come back to the religious conditioning and the fear-mongering. You have to believe the way I'm telling you to believe. You have to accept this belief system. If you don't accept this belief system, this is what's going to happen to you. So they remain stuck in that perspective, that way of thinking. Got to put the other CD on it now, guys. I don't want to. Okay, I'll start up there. Okay, I should have done that before I. They remain stuck in that paradigm. I guess they use that fancy word, well, it likes to use nowadays, sort of thing. That paradigm, guys, and failing to understand that all religious belief comes from a spiritual perspective. It comes from your own inner knowing, your own inner intuition about things. I've tried to express this in comments on videos and so on, many times over. People don't listen to me. People criticize me. People write me off, and so people love writing me off. That's the funny thing I've noticed my entire life. People just love writing me off so easily. And it's just loon and this crazy person, and never stop to sit down with me and talk to me and allow me to open up properly. And even online right now, guys, even trying to upload videos and get interested in my videos and all this, I am having to struggle like mad with that, even no matter what the topic is, no matter what the video is about, sort of thing. So I feel it's the same sort of thing. I mean, either in person or online, I'm just treated as a joke. That nobody is willing to give me a decent chance to explain myself right and where I'm coming from and what I'm getting at, and allow me to go deeper. And so, anyway, I'm taking a chance on this now with this series of videos and seeing where it's going to go, and seeing if I can get some responses back from it and some discussion on the go and so on and so forth. But so you get to a point where you just walk away, guys. You just walk away. You tune out. You have to put the walls and the blocks up yourself, just so you can protect yourself and try to keep your own journey going without being thrown off the rails, sort of thing, by somebody else's religious perspective that you are not able to resonate with. And there's a reason for this as well. I mean, it's like through other research I've done and other people's spiritual perspective and so on, that we are all evolving souls, guys, and we are at vastly different levels in our spiritual evolution. And so we have different levels of spiritual understanding of things. So what resonates with one individual, one soul, evolving soul, will not necessarily resonate with another one. And but this is completely okay. This is the way it should be. So what works for one individual, what spiritual path or religious religion or whatever works for one individual, may not work for another one, and may not work for me. And I knew very early on, even though I was born into a Christian framework, Christian culture and all the rest of it, that the religion of Christianity just does not work for me. But I'm also realizing, guys, that dogmatic religion of any sort just doesn't work for me. Anything that inhibits my ability to think for myself, that inhibits my natural tendencies to kind of go deep within my own mind, sort of thing, is something that doesn't resonate with me. Because we are evolving souls and we are free will creatures, it seems like, and this is all for a purpose. It's all for a greater purpose, So and even when I'm checking out these videos online, and I'll go out the spiritual new age videos, or just like enlightened guru type videos, sages and all the rest of it, sort of thing. Now recently, tying into what I said there a few moments ago there about Yeshua, I've discovered that there's a very strong possibility that Yeshua, Jesus, was an Essene. And so, I mean, I've known about the Essenes now for, I guess, over 20 odd years or whatever, I suppose, from when I first heard about them. And but I've never really delved into their teachings to any great extent. And now to discover that Yeshua himself may have been an Essene, it's gotten me all that much more interested than ever before in, again, in rediscovering who this Jewish sage, enlightened master was. What he taught, what he believed, what he was all about, sort of thing. So now I am in the process of rediscovering Yeshua all over again through the Essene spiritual path, we'll say. And so checking out those types of videos there, guys, and going down into the comment section and finding in no time at all the religious extremists right there, quick and ready to try to tear down what the person in the video was trying to do, and try to discourage people from going down their own personal spiritual path. So anyone commenting on my videos, don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't post comments of that nature. I may be tempted to delete them if you do. Keep them respectful, keep them enlightened, keep them open. Just enter into a good-hearted, good-natured conversation about these things, and don't try to tear me down for what I'm trying to do, sort of thing, because you don't know my heart, you don't know my mind, you don't know the inner essence of me, sort of thing. You can't. Only Almighty God, you know, Yeshua himself, maybe in his spiritual plane that exists in now, may also know, but you don't know. So don't presume to judge me as to what I'm about and what I'm trying to do, and I'm just false this or false that, and I'm on this evil. Stop that, guys. Just stop that sort of stuff. You know, you don't have the right to be tearing other people down that way and trying to destroy what they're trying to do for themselves, because spirituality, connecting with the source, is something that exists beyond religion. That's the simple nature of what spirituality is about. You connect with source, you connect with the divine in a personal, individual manner. It goes beyond religion. Okay? So so I see these comments, you know, it's like, you know, discrediting what the person's talking about and how evil this is, and you know, and it really, it's like a dagger in my heart and like a dagger in my guts, guys, a dagger in my back, sort of thing. When I see it, you know, it's so hurtful, it's so painful, you know. And then I gotta try to block it out and ignore it, just go on and just try to find the odd comment here and there that ties in with the material and presents a somewhat insightful perspective, you know. So try to get into a little bit with the God part now, without losing another video here, sort of thing. So so basically here, guys, you have to ask yourself, is it possible to know God beyond religion? And I've come to the belief, the very, very strong belief, very strong sense, from almost an entire lifetime now, guys, of searching both within Christianity and other sources as well, that it is most definitely possible to know God directly, to have a sense of the supreme, you know, the divine, the source, outside, above and beyond organized religion. And when you begin to go that route, you experience God in a whole new different way than you could have ever dreamed possible, from the very limited backwards perspectives that you find in most long-standing, you know, organized religions. Because you need to stop and think, guys, these people that brought these beliefs into existence, they were doing the very same thing that we do. Because I consider myself I'm trying to be a mystic, taking the mystical path, the Gnostic path. So meditation, prayer, connecting with nature, all those sort of things, to try to develop my intuition, my sense of things, and all that sort of stuff. All these ancients that brought these religions into existence did the very same darn thing, guys. But you also need to keep in mind that they were functioning from a time and a place so far removed from this time and this place, this day and age. You have to think of the cultures that these beliefs came into existence in, sort of thing. So if it's the Jewish religion that Christianity evolved out of, well then that was the Jewish culture of several thousand years ago. Like, you have to put the beliefs within the culture that the beliefs came out of, guys. You have to do that, you know. And so the same thing with the foundations of what is now Christianity. That came out of the cultures, I guess you could say, of first century Levant and all those areas, you know, Rome and Judea and so on and so forth, you know, of that time period and that culture and that understanding of the people in that place and time. Like, you cannot accept a belief system and not put it in the context and the culture that the belief system came out of, you know, and the time and place that the belief system came out of. So once you do that, you begin to realize that, you know, like, not most belief systems can't be forever, because they are locked into that time and place and culture that the belief system originated out of, sort of thing. So this is even like with the Essene teachings. A lot of them are deep, but they're very much grounded into the understanding of the people of that day and age, you see. So when it comes to evolving spirituality, guys, it has to be just that. You know, it has to be evolving. I gotta rush it up here again, I'll cut it off. It has to be evolving, guys. It has to be ongoing. And revelation, okay, never ends, okay? And I'm gonna clue it off here. Everyone take care. God bless. Bye for now. Bye-bye.